You may have found courage, but that doesn't mean that you won. I'll be at the top of the tower. Come and get me. If you dare. Good morning, everybody. This is MegaHarv, and this is Let's Play Breath of Fire Part 25. I have just woke up, and I'm going to see how Let's Playing this place is going to turn out, having just woke up. I probably won't do so hot, but let's try it anyway. And just for effect, how about I show you a battle with the fancy no-wall background. Because they did bother to do that, which is a nice touch. I believe that was a warlock from earlier that I just obliterated Toot Sweet. Which is just peachy. I'm already lost, aren't I? No? Okay. There's the exit. Well, the way to the next floor, at least. Oh, great. So my internet connection got disrupted a few days ago, and I was none too happy about it. But all I ended up having to do was uninstalling the new antivirus that I had put on my computer. It was a great antivirus, but just wouldn't let me connect to the internet for some reason. So, screw that noise. Ooh. Going through puberty, that's... I wonder what that's gonna be like. No, and I've done even more tinkering, like I've even gone to the command prompts and defragged my computer that way. Which, from what I understand, you can do a more thorough defrag this way if you do the defrag exe -W. Do I want to go this way? Probably. It's not looking like I can go any other way. It's very well possible I'll just be wandering around here for the next 4 days. Or I just go straight to the exit. That's lovely. And now we get to see this effect, which I think is supposed to simulate the dream world fading. Because we are at the boss now. And yes, I did get Mogu, but I don't really like him. Fighting in the dream world is not the same as it is in the real world. Yes, I have noticed, but now that I do have Mogu's courage backing me, I can lay the smack down. Now you notice that he has no health, he's just already on his second phase for all intents and purposes. Which I think they should have done for all the bosses to begin with. But considering it is Capcom's first foray into the RPG world, you gotta cut them a little bit of slack. They are doing things rather creatively as far as the boss battles go. This guy also does have a fairly high natural evade stat, so you're gonna miss a lot no matter what. So don't fret. I think he might be able to dodge magic pretty well too. Once I attack up everybody, I forgot that I can just switch Nina out and start using blue. So I think that's what I'll be doing, starting with Nina buffing everybody. And then switching out to purely offense. So I'm hoping with all these tweaks that I've done, I have... like, these videos won't lag so bad anymore. So I won't have to be so hardcore with the editing of my audio. No, she's still... well, that hit. Which isn't necessarily a good thing, with the level of awkward pauses that I like to take as it is sometimes. But they're necessary in order for this to even be a halfway listenable video. I'm sure there will still be a little bit of defrag. Or lag. I have defrag on the break. What's with these pickups? I just woke up. Woke-ups? Pickup woke-ups? I don't know. I don't think this guy's really too bad. Just a few more turns, he should be knocked out. The hard part is figuring out how to damage him in the first place, which involves getting Mogu's courage. You'd think they'd make you use Mogu in this battle, to at least strike him once, before you can even do anything. Hindsight's 20/20, isn't it? Am I almost out of marble ones, or do I still have a stockpile low in my inventory? I don't know, I'm gonna have to go get some before long anyway. Really hope my air conditioner isn't loud on the audio. Well, that was that. You've beaten me, but you'll still be trapped in this world forever. And just as quickly as he says that, we escape the dream world. Or that was a dream illusion, and we are in Mogu's dream for the rest of the game. Which I wouldn't rule out entirely. The rest of the series could be in Mogu's dream. I don't know. Mogu, look. What's the matter? Oh, look who's here. Thank you for saving my grandson. I'm so happy to see all of you. Mogu, I was so worried about you. I had a dream. So did Martin Luther King. And you were in it. In fact, it didn't seem like a dream at all. My mind, my courage, it was real. Can I join your party again? Well, yes, I suppose. Thank you all. Mogu joins the party. So now, we get to spend the rest of the video getting items. Not only do we get items, we get a few other very nice things. So I'll somewhat teleport to the areas in question. So I will meet you at the first place. So for those of you that remember the stone robot and his noble sacrifice, where he was stationed originally, I had mentioned about a symbol that was on the ground that we couldn't do anything with. Well, now, we're going to do something with it. Namely, dig into it with Mogu, which is his special ability. That's the only thing that keeps Mogu from being completely useless. Well, I shouldn't say that, because he has some decent attack power, so he's not completely useless. I just find the mages more useful for my means. But then again, I'm not sure if I ever got Mogu's best weapon, so maybe he's decent by the end of the game. In any event, also, make sure to equip... well, you don't equip him, but put Karn in the lead, because there's traps in here. Not that it'll end your game or anything, but you might as well just avoid that entirely. Now, I don't know if I showed the other dig spot, but this is kind of a two birds and one stone teleportation, so I'll meet you there. Remember the first boss we fought in the first town? Well, they have rebuilt. Not only have they rebuilt, they did something rather extravagant and will allow me to show you right now. It's Die! You're our hero. Yes, they erected a gold statue in my honor for saving them. I'd rather they give me the gold statue and I sell it for gobs of money, but that's just me. Yeah, because you need to see me murder 2 slimes. Also, there is a beach here. I don't think it serves any real purpose unless you want to get to the next dig spot from underwater for whatever reason. Well, you might have caught a glimpse of it, I really don't know. In any event, here it is. I don't think there's any other ones that lead to any special items right now. But I could be mistaken. I think it's just these 2. However, this one you are going to want, because I'm sure that this man looks familiar to you by now. Who are you? Khan? Let me teach you this spell. It's like the same guy, just goes from place to place. Or he's just sort of everywhere he needs to be all at once. As I expected, you learn the spell. You are a member of my family line, Karn. This spell is now yours. Karn learns the spell of simulation, and we have yet another simulated form for Karn, and now I'm going to warp to Gust for your viewing pleasure. Remember this area where it says that even if you have Ox, you need someone stronger in your party to move this little piece of thing here? That's where this new formation comes in. Doof! Strikes fear into the hearts of mortal men. Doof. But he is pretty big, and he can move this. You check under here, and you get an Earth Robe, which is good for somebody. I can't remember who. I'll figure it out off screen, and I will tell you. But there is one other place we need to go to first before we continue on. And that, of course, is back in Karn's hometown of Bleak. For those that remember, there is a big box to push in one of these houses. Maybe the Chief Elder's house. I can't quite recall. But it's a relatively easy fix. Of course it'd be the last place I check. Why wouldn't it be? It's always in the last place you look. Yeah, because I don't look for stuff after I found it. Imagine. Oh yeah. Wow, it really is going to be the last place I look. I didn't think it was in the exotic dancer's house. Well, clearly it is. Down we go. Yeah. Puzzles. Block puzzles. Barrel puzzles. And clear clothes. Which I think is good for Nina. And awkward because she would be walking around naked. Or at least with bra and panties visible. However, they don't show you this. And here we get Karn's final simulation. Who are you? Karn? Let me teach you this spell. However, for this playthrough, I'm going to try to not use the final simulation, except for to get certain items. As I expected, you learn the spell. You are a member of my family line, Karn. This spell is now yours. Karn learns the spell of simulation. Anything in the sheets? No. Alright, now we get to go and collect some more items. I'll meet you at the first place that I want to show you with this new form. As a somewhat fortunate byproduct of getting horrendously stuck near the end of this game as a child, I was able to find a relatively random-ass item, which I will show you right now. But first, we need a dragon form, or rather one of Karn's forms, which is Puka, which uses Gobi, bow, and ox. But I want to use ox, so I'm not going to be using this right now, even though it is a very overpowered form. You talk to this lady, and she goes, "Hey, that makes me want to create my own music. Thank you. I'd like to give you something. Take anything. Maybe a plant?" So you go over here, and as well as him being able to sing for you, you can check this plant and take the love hat, which is a really good hat for Nina. But yes, this yell is good for one other purpose, because I'm sure you saw outside of Aurea the strange symbol. Yes, and I decided to equip the clog on the hero. Also, I didn't realize until this playthrough, Windland, Windland, Tunland, Toonland. Just never put it together before. Just thought I'd share. So this first item we will get is the Dark Something, which is for Karn. Allow me to equip this. I'll show you what I've done with all my party's equipment. I believe only Karn can equip this. It boosts his stats here, there, and everywhere. Gives him a little bit of luck. Makes him a little faster. So yeah, I equip the clog on the hero. I gave her the love hat and the clear clothes, and I hand-me-down the angel armor to Blue, as well as gave the earth robe to Ox, which boosted his defense a nice little bit, because I will be using him before long. Now I'm gonna warp. Again. And here I am, back in Gust, because there is another one of those lovely doors that Puka has to yell at. Ah yes, the reason why I don't want to use Puka this time around is I want to try to utilize the damage cap more effectively, and I feel like if I would use Ox's best weapon, and use Nina to boost his attack power, we might be able to do more damage per round rather than just having him used in Puka. Then we get a love thingy, which I believe I'll put on either Nina or Blue. Probably Nina would make the most sense. I have that mist thing equipped on Nina. I'm not entirely sure what it does. I need to find that out. What's this do? It increases her intelligence, lowers the magic. But what does... Because I don't think that mist thing even affects stats at all. No, must. Can I equip it on Blue? Yes, I can. No, it doesn't... Okay, I'm gonna put this on her then. I think it might be like the angel armor and recovers your health when you walk around. I'm not 100% sure, but put it on her anyway. So now I'm gonna defuse, and then I am going to warp back to Mogu's home, and I'll transition into the water because I feel like it. Alright, and we are back. And I took the liberty to dig in this particular spot here to get a root, which we are going to need later. I don't need to get into the specifics yet, but believe me, we shall need it. No. I'm just gonna revert back, well, refuse, back into Shin, because it's still a pretty solid form. And like I've been saying, I want to continue to use Ox. Finagle, a little more finagling. I think it's sufficiently finangled for the moment. So let's continue onward, at least get to the next town, pillage them somewhat, show you a new monster or two, and that'll be a video. So yeah, with that W command prompt in my computer for defragging, I had to make 15% of my total space available. And then, once I did that, I freed up about, say, 20 gigs in order to do it in the first place. And then, when I was done, I ended up having about 43 gigs available, so it was a very useful thing to do. Because the last time I did a defrag, I only got, say, 30 gigs, so I got an extra 10 gigs to play around with. So I was reading you should do that about once a month, because typically the defrag doesn't move files of a certain size, like over 64 megabytes, maybe. I'm not sure, I'm not a computer programmer, but it moves around bigger files, and it typically isn't useful, but seeing as I haven't done this for the entire lifespan of my computer, it would be useful. The D-Flea has an instant death attack, so it can mess you up quick if the random number generator doesn't like you. Oh, you didn't work on him, that's good. I thought it was a pretty uniformly... No? Alright, I guess I'm just lucky then. I thought it worked fairly often, but clearly I was mistaken. Me? Mistaken? No way. And here we are at the town of Frozen. This is spring. Looks more like winter to me, but what do I know? I don't live here. The entrance to Spire is buried. Only the mole people can uncover it. I hear that they live in the wilderness to the north. So if you don't get Mogu, and you try to come here, you just can't progress, because you need to dig into the next dungeon. Is any of this stuff any good? That won't be any good. Mail. I won't need any of this mail. Gaia Mask might be good for Ox. Yeah, not for 8,000. Armor? No, nothing of much use here. Check the item shop. Nah, nothing good in there. I'm pretty sure there's something I can pillage in the inn. It was weird, it goes a little while without having anything you could pillage in inns for a while, and then they go back to it, maybe just to throw you off your game. Another clog, because you don't want to run out of clogs. I won't even put that on Nina, maybe blue. I don't know if there's anything much else I really want to do in this. Oh, I can pillage more. Herb! Well, at least this is more of a one-horse town. I can wrap my head around there being an herb here. Never mind the fact that I'm probably 8 videos away from completion. So yeah, I am nearing the end, if it's not sooner than that, actually. If I go about 20 minutes of video, especially if I go all out with editing. Yes, you see this? Oh, those poor ducks are frozen to the water! That's so mean! I didn't realize that before. Jeez. Anyway, you want to go over there later. That's actually another fishing spot. Which isn't entirely evident, but you get the dragon shield, I believe, from it. Yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's get going to the next dungeon. I won't actually... Well, I may as well dig into the dungeon to conclude. Well, I haven't shown you these guys either, so allow me to do so. I believe I want to have blue for these guys. They aren't a whole lot of fun. They can be rather difficult. No. Well, chill. Even though they're in a cold place, let's chill. You can fight these in Mogu's Dream too, but I didn't catch any on camera. I don't think I have to worry about anything too drastic happening. Although Ox might get killed. No, he got healed because I have that Earth Robe equipped, I guess. Excellent. Frisky. Good experience, though. And that's right, I will cliffhanger you digging into here. So, next time on Let's Play Breath of Fire, Part 26. We will see what's inside this tower. So I will leave you with... Can you dig it? Sokka!